Writing Task 2. Band 9 Score Model Essay. With advanced vocabulary. Question. In some countries, marriages are arranged by the parents, but in other cases, people choose their own marriage partner. Discuss both systems and state which one do you think is better. Give reasons and relevant examples for your answer. You should write at least 250 words. Model Answer 1. At the present time, marriage partners are chosen by people themselves, but in the near past, this decision was made by their parents. In my view, despite those parents not wishing bad things for their child, people should choose by themselves who they love. Due to that, they will spend their whole life together. The following essay will discuss both sides of this issue. Since the dawn of time, marriage has been an important part of our life. Because of that, the choice of a partner is a tough decision, and people have to consider all details before the marriage. In the near past, children almost didn't have the right to choose partners by themselves. In fact, only parents could decide who their child was going to marry. Parents raised a child, and all decisions related to their child should be made by them. Parents know their kid better than everyone, and when they are giving them in marriage, they are taking into account the character of the kid. But currently this situation has changed. Due to that, some parents aren't concerned about the future of their child and are trying to give their child to a family that is rich. It is not always fair towards the children. Without love, there is no future for their kids, and as a result, it leads to divorce. Even then, there are no ideal people, and everyone could make a mistake, even when they are choosing their future partner by themselves. People always fall in love with each other before the marriage. After that, their relationships would become colder, and it also could lead to divorce. After analyzing both sides of this issue, I've concluded that in spite of those parents taking into account all details, sometimes they have forgotten about love. The main thing of marriage is to bind two people who are in love with each other. Thus, people should choose whom they love by themselves. Model Answer 2. The idea that a marriage should be arranged by the parents of the couple, or by other members of the family, is quite acceptable to some societies, yet completely out of the question for others. It all depends on your cultural expectations. In Western societies, it is very unusual for marriages to be arranged. Most young people would not welcome the idea that their parents have the right to choose their partner for life. They feel that arranged marriages deny them their fundamental right to choose, even if they make a bad decision. However, if we are honest about it, we might acknowledge that some parents organize their children's lives in such a way that they are likely to meet and marry partners the parents approve of. It could be said that this is, to some extent, similar to an arranged marriage. It is always better when families support the relationship and welcome the grandchildren. People for whom arranged marriages are the cultural norm often argue that the likelihood of the marriage lasting is greater when it is set up in this manner. Parents can be assured that their children are joining a family of similar standing and cultural background, and this, in the long run, makes for a more stable society. If your parents' marriage was arranged and has worked well, then why should you question the custom? The important thing to ensure is that people are never forced into a marriage that will make them unhappy or lead to an unequal relationship where one partner is exploited by the other. This applies in all societies and situations. Model Answer 3. Marriage is a legal relationship between a man and a woman, which is one of the most important parts of most of a human's life. As time went by, marriage has changed significantly. In the past, marriage was arranged by the parents or elderly relatives, and it still happens today with the limited number. In contrast, nowadays, most people believe that choosing their own marriage partner is the best way to have a long-lasting relationship. This essay will compare and discuss both systems. Each country has its own culture and tradition. From thousands or more cultures, marriage is a common tradition in almost all countries and traditions. In some countries, mainly in Asia, arranged marriage is very common. Marriage is arranged by parents or flesh and blood to determine the best spouse for their children. It is believed by people who conduct this system that even if the bride and groom do not love each other at the beginning, love will bloom eventually. Moreover, these people assume that the benefits of arranged marriage outstrip the drawbacks. By arranging marriages, parents can protect their children from negative relationships like free sex or cohabitation. Besides, the possibility of divorce has declined since the parents generally select their children's spouses based on the similar background, such as religion, tradition, language, and socioeconomic class. From another point of view, many people support that marriage should be based on love. They believe that everyone has the right to fall in love and take a decision about her own marriage partner, without intervention from others. Love marriage, or marriage that comes from one's own choice, is very popular in Western countries and also in this modern era. It is commonly believed that if people marry because of love, they will have a romantic relationship. Since they have recognized each other, they are able to respect and accept their spouse's weaknesses. In addition, people who opt for this way have a responsibility for their own choice. They will try to cope with their problems and find solutions for their marriage's life. They understand that they cannot blame anyone, including their parents, because the decision to marry comes from them. This is the trend I am inclined to. My personal preference is to marry for love and choose my own life partner. In conclusion, both arranged marriage and love marriage have positive and negative sides. People can choose what they think is good to do or not. Nevertheless, I believe that marriage is a sacred and beautiful relationship. If people decide to marry, they have to understand that respect for each other is as important as love. They should respect not only their spouses but also their parents and families. Model answer 4. It is a fact that in several countries, marriages are still set by parents, but in other countries, people have their own right to choose their wedding partners. The mixtures of these two trends are also common in many societies and countries. The following essay will discuss both facts, but I do believe that it is better for us to choose our own partner. For a number of reasons, some parents still follow the tradition of choosing a partner for their child. Firstly, since it is a tradition that has been passed on for so many generations in the society, they are afraid that it might be a taboo if they do not follow it and could be isolated by the community. Secondly, they believe that parents would give the best of everything to their child. They think that parents are wiser and more mature, therefore, they could select a good partner for their child. However, other groups of people disagree with the above statement, as they believe that people should have the right to choose their own partner. They believe that a relationship should be built based on love and attraction, not based on enforcement. As marriage becomes a special moment in someone's life, he should get married to the person he loves, or he might regret it for the rest of his life. Therefore, they all agree that people should have their own right to choose their own married partner. In my opinion, I personally believe that we should have the right to choose our own spouse, as I agree that marriage is a special moment in someone's life. And I think that the tradition of arranging marriages by parents should not be considered anymore, as it is against human rights. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your friends. Press the bell icon to get more updates. Thanks for watching.